Jan, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jan, in October, INCOTEC launched the AlphaCo pellet. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means to INCOTEC and the industry?
Yeah, INCOTEC is always looking where can we improve our technology and our products. And you see in California that by the introduction of tinning machines and automatic harvest machines, the quality of our products becomes more and more important. And this is an improved product where the seeds are have a better precision in sowing. What helps the grower to make optimal use of the technology behind it. Yeah, and that's what INCOTEC constantly doing all over the world, to look how can we improve the products in a way that fits the grower's needs.
So when we look into the pipeline of INCOTEC, what gets you excited? What's exciting in that pipeline?
Yeah, there are many new technology within INCOTEC, and it's not only one technology, one product. There are several ones, and I will give you a few examples. As you know, we are very active in our AAA program, as we call it, where we apply active substances, plant protection products, next to all kinds of additives that stimulate the growth of plants and help the plants to become more stressful. And that are technology, the products we get from different sources, and we as company has to apply it and make sure that it goes on the seed, that it works, that it's good safety of the seeds, that the germination stays intact, and that you have a good seed-to-seed distribution. Yeah, and that platform INCOTEC is quite unique because we are an independent company and offering it to the whole industry, and we can combine products coming from different sources. And that makes us that we can, to the growers, we can help them to get optimal combinations of different additives to apply to those seeds. Yeah, and in that respect, I'm very positive, and there are a few examples of exciting products coming on the market now that can help the grower to get a better yield out of his crop. The other technology is the thermoseed. It's a disinfection with hot humid air. There are now 2 plants running in Scandinavia where wheat seeds are being treated with 15 tons per hour. The growers there are very pleased with it. It's a very sustainable new way of making seeds clean of all kinds of diseases. We are now have sold the first machine here in the United States. We are very active with this technology in Japan, and we are also active with this technology in Europe. And we do that on many different crops. It's not only wheat. We work on rice. But we are looking at more crops to add to this technology. It's quite revolutionary. It's really a game changer in the industry. Yeah, and we have invested a lot the last 4 or 5 years to make it a success. And we have great expectation of this technology.
Jan, as I understand it, your company is divided into 4 divisions. We've got field crops, vegetables, ornamentals, and analytical services. Can you tell us how those would rank in importance within INCOTEC? And then maybe tell us a little bit about what falls into analytical services.
Yeah. Now, if you look at the history of INCOTEC, originally every technology we have developed came from vegetables and ornamentals. But what you see the last decade is that a lot of these technology are now being used in field crops more and more. And for us, the importance of those 3 industries are as important, because for us the vegetable is the high-tech level market where we learn a lot, where we can get more out of the seed, and where we develop technology that we can later on use in the field crops. But if you look at the size of the market and the potential, of course, field crops has for us an enormous potential, because the size of the market is much bigger. But we nourish both those 3 business areas as good as possible to make sure that we in all those segments can remain successful. Analytical service is something we think is very important to support our technology. Analytical service is doing all kinds of tests on seeds, like dust off, HPLC, that you can test the loadings, but also all kinds of genetic testing. We have a deal with Keygene using their SNP technology. So where we make access to high-tech DNA analysis, make it available also to smaller seed companies. And yeah, we see that there's a lot of interest in these technologies also.
Jan, INCOTEC has been on a bit of an acquisition spree, can we call it that?
Yeah.
We've recently got Seedguard, Agricote, Landec. Can you tell us a little bit about how those acquisitions are going, and then what areas would you be looking further to for further acquisitions?
Yeah, INCOTEC has done and is looking for acquisition, but we are only interested in acquisition where we add something to our technology. And so we are not so much interested in buying market share, but we're really looking at where are companies that really have technology that adds to our technology portfolio things. Now, Seedguard was a good example for where we got the thermoseed. And Agricote was because they had some very nice products in the organic market. So we are looking at Landec, of course, with their Pollinator Plus. So we are always looking at acquisition where we can add value to the technology of INCOTEC.
Right. What do you see in the future? What kind of areas would we expect to see some acquisitions for in the future?
Well, that's difficult to say. We have at the moment we have nothing on our radar screen, but that can happen tomorrow. That we say, well, we see an interesting opportunity, and then, yeah, INCOTEC is a privately held company. It's an independent company, and our shareholders are very much helpful then to support this and to do this.
As I know you're well aware, the big topic of conversation has been for the last while neonicotinoids and pollinator health.
Yeah.
Can you just give me a little bit of your take on this topic, and maybe why is there such a hate on, if the science isn't supporting it, why is there such a hate on it, and what's INCOTEC's take on this topic?
Yeah, I guess it's a pity that this is happening. INCOTEC, we are, as a company, are very worried about it. We think a lot of decisions have been taken more on emotional grounds than on science, and that's scary. To get out of that emotional discussion is very difficult, and the only thing what we can do as an industry is to make sure that we do a good job. And therefore, we have set up that ESTA Quality Assurance Scheme program, that the seed industry takes their responsibility to show that what happened in Germany in 2008, we will make sure that it's not going to happen again. And of course, what will happen with the neonics in Europe, that's a question mark. But there will be new products coming, and I think we should prepare us for the next generations, and as an industry to take our responsibility that we do a good job, that we apply it well, and that we stick it to the seeds and make sure that bees are not getting in contact with these products. And insecticide is killing insects. So yeah, if you're not handling it well and you're not using it well, it will also kill bees. Mm-hmm. And I always say in 2008 the plane has crashed. But that does not mean that flying is not safe anymore. The only thing what we have to do is perhaps in the cockpit make some extra changes that we are sure that this is not going to happen again. And I think that responsibility is on a global level, all seed companies should take now.
Well said. Jan, thanks for sitting down with me again. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.